Everybody here that's going to be here?
Well, we're here. We're here. 5:30.
You're like, it's hot. We gotta hurry up.
I tried sending as many emails as I could out to let everybody know. I don't know if it got out or not. Phone service is kind of sketchy over here.
Everybody ready? Everybody good?
All right. Can we have you start by saying and spelling your first and last name?
Absolutely. Sergeant Kelly Mann with the Guadalupe County Sheriff's Office, KellylYMANN. Thank you all for being here today. First and foremost, I would like to thank Felicia Frazier of the Seguin Gazette for allowing me to use her initial story. That's what was used for the push out to y'all with that update last night. So I want to make sure that I give her credit for that. It saved me a lot of time. Approximately 7 o'clock this morning, collaborative search efforts were resumed in an attempt to locate a missing male from the river yesterday. After an extensive search by multiple agencies at 2:56 p.m., Victor Villanueva, 30 years old, of San Antonio, was located within the river. Guadalupe County Justice of the Peace Daryl Hunter pronounced him dead at the scene. He was located approximately 1 mile downriver from his last location scene. Not that there's any foul play involved in this. However, it still is an open investigation at this time until we are concluded. Neither of the individuals are being sent for an autopsy. The Justice of the Peace has deemed them as a natural death.
How are the children?
I don't know. I know they were here at the scene yesterday and they were taken by family members and they were removed from here. As far as their current status, I'm sure they're shaken up, but I couldn't speak for them.
Can you spell Victor's name? Victor's name?
Yes, Victor, and Villanueva, Villanueva.
And you said how old is he?
30 years old.
And he's from Seguin?
He's originally from San Antonio, but he and his family have been living just south of New Braunfels in Guadalupe County.
What time did you find him again?
He was located at 2:56 p.m. within the river.
What's the lady's name?
The young lady that was found yesterday, her name is Cassandra Kedrick, Casandra Kendrick, 22 years old, of Seguin.
Was the 30-year-old found by the divers?
No, the collaborative effort, the divers were unable to locate the individual within the water. They are locked into a grid search, and it's extremely exhausting for them. They can only search so far, and at that point, they assured us to the best of their abilities that he was not going to be found within that area. At that time, we expanded our search efforts and continued downriver.
What message do you have for people that are going to head out this whole summer out here in the river? I mean, it could be very dangerous.
Anyone that's going to do any type of water activities any time of year needs to understand the dangers of the areas that they're in. And it's frustrating for us when we have situations like this. It's a tragic loss for everyone involved. There is a sign posted here that talks about the dangers of the water and the dangers of swimming in this area. However, multiple people continue to swim in this area. This is not the first death we've had.
Do you know how it all happened? Were they swimming or were they tubing? What were they doing?
They were swimming just offshore. It's our belief that the children were in the water and began to be swept. At that time, their father went out into the water, was able to take hold of one child, pass that child off, and with assistance of other parties involved, and then also rescue the second child as well. At that time, he became in duress and was seen to go under the water's surface. That's when Cassandra went into the water in an attempt to assist him as well. Unfortunately, neither made it out.
How old are the children?
I don't have that information.
What are the
Boys
challenges?
or girls?
I don't have that information either.
What are the challenges of having to find people in this water, in this river? What are those challenges? I mean, is there like so wide and there's just so many other things involved?
Water in itself, as we know, is the strongest force on earth. It wants. Nobody can control it. So having said that, It's difficult for divers, swimmers, boaters, anyone else to get in there because the currents can be very different below the surface as they are on top of the surface, and it can be very, very deceiving. On top of that, with local rains, with water flow going up and down, it can create silt in the water. It creates an issue for visibility for the divers or anyone else, especially aerial, aircraft, anything else. They can't see into the water like very stagnant, smooth waters.
Were the kids wearing life jackets this time?
I do not have an answer to that.
Were all three his children?
It is believed all three were his children, yes.
Two.
There were 3 children present, 2 were in the water.
Any age range?
I couldn't speak to that.
Okay. How many people were with him and the kids? Was it just him and the kids?
There were a multitude of persons present. It's unknown at this time what the relationship was with either party.
Do you remember the last time something like this happened?
If I had to quote, I can't. I believe it's been within a year or close to a year. You may remember that better than I. Been about a year.
Is there anything in particular in this area that makes it even more dangerous? Why signs had to be posted? Do you guys talk about what really makes that area dangerous?
As I said before, water's very deceiving. It looks like it's very calm on the surface, but the reality of it is it's very swift moving underneath, and a person can be moved very, very quickly. Any further questions?